God uses worship songs to speak to my heart. I can listen to a song and it's like God has shared an entire sermon with me. Songs can calm my heart during times of worry, prepare my heart before times of study, or allow my heart to praise during times of blessing. In recent months, I have searched for new worship songs during these uncharted times, and I found one called Another in the Fire by Hillsong United. I heard this song and was reminded of the account of Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego in Daniel 3. You might recall that King Nebuchadnezzar made a gold statue that was 90 feet high and 9 feet wide. Then he sent word to all of his officials to come see the statue. When they gathered, orders were given that musical instruments would play and they were to bow down and worship the gold statue. They were told whoever did not bow would be thrown into a furnace of blazing fire. So when the people heard the musical instruments, everyone bowed down in worship. Everyone except Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. Officials went to the king and let him know that some followers of God were not obeying the king's orders, and he was furious. He commanded that Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego be brought to him so he could confront them. King Nebuchadnezzar asked if it was true that they were not following his orders. He reminded them that when they heard the music, they too must bow down to his statue. And he gave them this final warning: if you don't, you'll be thrown into the fiery furnace. And added, what God can rescue you from my power? Oh my, what a statement to make. Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego said, the God we serve can rescue us from the fire, and he can rescue us from you. But if he doesn't, we will still not worship that gold statue. This, of course, made King Nebuchadnezzar even angrier. He ordered the furnace to be 7 times hotter than before. Then the 3 men were tied up and carried to the furnace. The flames so hot it killed the men who carried them there. Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego were thrown into the blazing fire. Suddenly King Nebuchadnezzar jumped up and shouted, weren't 3 men thrown into the fire? Yes, the officials replied. But look, exclaimed the king, I see 4 men walking around in the fire unharmed, and the 4th looks like a son of the gods. Nebuchadnezzar approached the fire and shouted, servants of the Most High God, come out. And when Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego came out, the king saw the fire had not harmed them. Not even a hair on their heads was burned. They didn't even smell like smoke. The king said, praise to the God of Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. He sent his angel to rescue his servants who trusted in him. No other God can rescue like this. In the song I mentioned by Hillsong United, the chorus says, there was another in the fire standing next to me. As I listened to the song a few times, I realized the second time the chorus is sung that it states, there is another in the fire. And the last time it's sung, it says, there'll be another in the fire standing next to me. Why do I forget that? I've gone through trials, and he's been present with his rescuing power. We're in a trial right now, but we can still point out his signs of rescue in the present. In the days and years ahead, there will be more trials, but he'll prove to be faithful once again, standing with us in the midst of our trial. I'm praying we find peace and we find rest in this promise of his presence, and we too come out only stronger, only more faithful, not even smelling of the smoke of our trials. Blessings to you, friends.